Next on 2 at 4, we'll talk with a local actor who has made it big in the big time.
44 on 2 at 4. Well, folks, it's a story so old it has truly become an American cliche. Local actor dreams of making good, wants to be discovered by a casting director, hopes to go to Hollywood and make good. That dream is coming true for a Portland actor, and he joins us this afternoon on 2 at 4. Please welcome back to Portland actor Bill Gratton. Hi, Bill. Welcome back.
Welcome back, Bill.
Let's begin at the beginning. At least, let's begin at the beginning as it was a year ago when you were discovered. How were you discovered, Bill?
Actually, that was about 2 years ago. Media Talent Center, which is owned by Carol Lukens, happened to have Mark Malice up to give a seminar or workshop. And Mark is the head of casting at Universal Studios in Los Angeles. And when I finished the scene, in the afternoon, Mark said, "Gee, that was terrific. Why don't you come down, and I think you'll do okay." And I didn't think I'd heard him correctly at all. And it was really quite overwhelming, because one does think, I'm always waiting to be discovered, right? Or all of us that are actors want to be discovered. And to be discovered in Portland, Oregon is not particularly easy. But Mark was sincere, and I did go down, and Mark helped me establish with agents, and he's been very supportive of me.
And you found
he's not hired me yet at Universal, but...
he hasn't, but other people have, because you have found work down in Hollywood.
Yes, I've worked, they tell me a great deal. I've done 15 jobs in 1 year in Los Angeles, about half of those commercials and half of them theatrical or television shows.
You worked on Dynasty.
Right.
You had a recurring role on Young and Restless. Hardcastle and McCormick Family Ties, Benson, all very well-known television series.
I've been very fortunate.
How many thousands of actors do you suppose there are in L.A. who do not work 15 times a year?
There are 50,000 SAG actors listed in L.A. Of those, about 10,000 are actively seeking work every week. And every week there are about 800 jobs available for those 10,000 actors. So the competition is very high.
I'm assuming you're a good actor. I've never seen you act, but there have to be a lot of good actors down there. Why are you being cast? Do you have a look?
I keep asking myself.
I mean, do you play character roles?
Yes, primarily.
And are there more character roles than
I guess
leading men?
Oh, yeah, there are more than leading men roles. I don't know much about leading men because I've never thought of myself as one at all, but sure, there are hundreds of jobs for character actors, and the nice thing about being a character actor is you often aren't recognized from one show to another. And if you're a star, of course, then you're so identifiable you may be out of work more often than if you're a character actor.
Oh, that's a good point.
The thing that you need to tell us, putting modesty aside, is what prepared you for this, because I guess it's the race car driver at Rutherford that says luck is where opportunity meets preparation, and you had to be prepared for the shot when it came.
Well, I've had an extensive background in theater, and I've done a lot of television, commercial, and industrial work in the Northwest, in Portland and Seattle, and I felt that was sufficient preparation from a training point of view, but a lot of it is here in the head, of mentally attuning oneself to going down and having enough confidence in oneself to give it a try and to give it enough time. And it takes about a year at least.
To get established?
Yeah. Actually, it takes about 10 years in an ordinary situation. I have a good friend who's now a star, Paul Winfield, a black actor that you may know. It took him about 10 years to get established, and he's been in the business now 27 years. I was very fortunate.
He's one of those overnight successes after 27 years.
Yeah, exactly, because really, until King, he wasn't really very well known, but it took him that long until he made it.
I have a feeling, I know there are a lot of very good actors in Portland because I've seen them perform. I have a feeling a lot of those fine actors have a kind of inferiority complex. They think to themselves,
we all do, all
sure,
actors.
I'm good in Portland, but if I get down to Hollywood, I'm not going to be able to compete down there. What would you say to them if they're watching right now?
If you can have confidence enough in yourself to do this, and you feel you have the talent, by all means do it, because all you're going, where will, this question was asked of me, where will you be a year from now if you don't do it? And I had to ask myself that very seriously, and that's sort of what shoved me over the hill, as it were, and allowed me to allow myself to go down.
So give it a try.
If you work here, you'll work there. If you don't work here, chances are you won't work there.
I don't want these people to leave Portland. Some of them are
There's some
terrific.
fantastically talented people here that should be in LA and could make very good livings in LA.
Some very good work is done here in Portland also,
Yes.
and we have a sample of one of the commercials you did before you left Portland. So just to get an idea of how Bill Gratton works and the kind of work that he can do, take a look at this commercial he did.
Today's sermon from the good book is the creation of rock and roll. In the beginning he said, let there be rock. And there was Brother Chuck Berry, and it was good. On the second day he put upon the tube the king, Elvis, and it too was good. And then in the glory of his love he brought forth from England 4 hairy Protestants who begat the Animals, the Who, and the Rolling Stones. And on the 4th day he created the archangel of the guitar, Jimi Hendrix. And then for the torn sequin shirt and a broken guitar string, Van Halen. And it was awesome. And on the 6th day, for the multitudes of man, he created KGON radio. He said, this is rock, and it is hot. And so, children, even as we sit here today, KGON rocks and...
It is good.
A bit of controversy involved with that spot, I
Yes.
understand. Some people didn't really care
Right.
for the message.
There was no offense intended, but some people did take it a little.
The acting was wonderful.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Any final tips for folks who might be auditioning for things? For commercials, for television programs, even for plays? How do you audition?
Oh, what, and how many seconds?
You got 20 seconds, Bill. Give it your best shot.
Prepare, study as much as possible. If you're working in front of the camera, try and prepare for camera performance, which is much more subtle than the stage. And believe in yourself. More than anything, believe in yourself.
I love that message.
And that's what comes through on camera particularly. If you believe in yourself, it shows. And the other, you can study forever and never do anything with it unless you believe in yourself.
Well, you did something with it, and you've done quite a lot. Congratulations on your
Thank you.
success in Hollywood. I know you're making it because you carry sunglasses with you. You can put them on as we go to commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been pleased to talk with Bill Gratton, and I will look forward to seeing you on many a television program and commercial in the future.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank
We'll be back with more Tune For in a minute.
Tomorrow on 2 at 4, a doctor talks about his experience practicing medicine in war-torn El Salvador, and you'll meet the Wenatchee Youth Circus live from Multnomah County Fair.